What's up? Follow Jesus, Bill. Stop being a baby flesh eater.
Mr. Gates, what was this toughest question?
Follow Jesus, Bill. Stop being a baby flesh eater. Stop consuming adrenochrome. Follow King Jesus. You can't escape his gaze, Bill Gates. God sees all your evil, Bill Gates. Every day he sees it.
How do you believe your testimony from the survivors, sir?
You reap what you sow, Bill.
How do you believe your testimony?
You can't escape the eyes of King Jesus. He's watching you. There's nowhere to hide, Bill. Jesus is watching you.
Sir, step out of the path.
You got nowhere to hide, Bill. What's up? Follow Jesus, Bill. Stop being a baby flesh eater.
Mr. Gates, what was this toughest question?
Follow Jesus, Bill. Stop being a baby flesh eater. Stop consuming adrenochrome. Follow King Jesus. You can't escape his gaze, Bill Gates. God sees all your evil, Bill Gates. Every day he sees it.
How do you believe your testimony from the survivors, sir?
You reap what you sow, Bill.
How do you believe your testimony?
You can't escape the eyes of King Jesus. He's watching you. There's nowhere to hide, Bill. Jesus is watching you.
Sir, step out of the path.
You got nowhere to hide, Bill.
First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rokah Kodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and a sincere salutation to you, Akim, Aquath, to believe in all sincerity. So that was Kill Gates, okay, coming out of a closed door testimony, okay, on the Epstein files. Okay, and we all know about Jeffrey Epstein, all right, and the PDF file activities that him and other quote-unquote prominent members of society attend. Okay, and Kill Gates is pretty much rubbing shoulders with all of them. All right, Donald Trump has been named. Okay, many individuals have been named that are in political positions of power, celebrities of all kinds, singers, musicians, have been linked to J. Ep. Okay, and that PDF file word has been thrown out. As you see, there was a guy waiting for him coming out, calling him, telling him to stop eating baby's flesh, stop consuming adrenochrome. Okay, and matter of fact, let's look it up real quick. Adrenochrome. It says formerly, we'll just read this, scientific and medical facts. Formed naturally in the body when the hormone adrenaline in epinephrine is oxidized. And basically what it is as it says here, see theories in modern online subcultures, the substance is falsely claimed to be a youth-preserving elixir harvested from the adrenal glands of terrified victims. Okay, it's a chemical that comes from the adrenal glands when an individual is terrified. Many believe that they drink that. Okay, as you heard the man say, stop drinking adrenochrome. That Jesus is watching you. You cannot hide. Okay, we know that the Son of the Most High, his name's not Jesus, his name's Yahweh Shai. Okay, but nonetheless, you see that these devils are being outed, and there's too many instances. Okay, a coworker of mine I was talking to, he was telling me about adrenochrome and the elites and and his take on it. But there's too many people saying this, for it not to be true. All right, and I just wanted to put this out there, just another reminder to show you, who's running the world, man. These devils. All right, and we don't say that for no reason. Let's get this, Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, okay, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So we're not battling, okay, against people per se, but actually spirits. And these spirits actually inhabit people. Okay? The scriptures say the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay? The wicked is who? Esau, Edom. All right? It tells you that in 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, that he who's coming is after the working of Satan. Okay? They do Satan's bidding upon the earth. And please believe, they consume human flesh, babies, all right? All that. They drink blood, okay? Trust and believe. It says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. And so, we need to have faith and believe, okay, that when Yahushua comes, that, we're going to be saved. We need to be putting on the armor, which is this truth, okay? Because these individuals, man, physically we cannot fight them, all right? But when Yahushua returns, the scriptures tell you in Psalms that, how shall we go into Edom, but through the Lord, okay? It says, let me read 12 again, but it says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. And they have power. They have power in this world, okay? Trust and believe. Kill Gates has power, okay? And he's a proponent for the Maxines, the jump shots, which, everyone knows the video where he's speaking about how if they can mass produce the Maxine, that many people will die. He's also seen laughing, okay, when basically told that him and Fauci, killed millions of babies behind the jump shot. He's visibly laughing. So, they're not saying this for no reason. This is Isaiah 32:5. It says, the vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. Okay. It says, in that day, ungodly fools will not be heroes. Scoundrels will not be respected. Okay. And they're ungodly fools. Okay. And they're respected in this world, but truly, they're far from heroes. They're actually the villain. It says, for the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy and to utter error against Yahweh, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. Okay. NLT, for fools speak foolishness and make evil plans. They practice ungodliness and spread false teachings about Yahweh. They deprive the hungry of food and give no water to the thirsty. And that food and that water is this truth. Okay. The scriptures tell you in Revelation, they will not suffer you to be put into graves, meaning that they won't give you that rest, that understanding that you're an Israelite. They won't do it. They're not going to tell you. All right. For fools speak foolishness and make evil plans. They practice ungodliness and spread false teachings about Yahweh. And that's who they are. They're not good people. Okay. The villain is going to be outed for the villain that he is. Okay. The vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. And they're viler than the earth. Let's get this word liberal.
Strong's H 5081. Nadiv. Nadiv.
Inclined, willing, noble, generous. And that's how they're seen in the world, as these benevolent creatures, when in reality they're devils inhabiting humans, man. Human flesh, which are these Edomites, because the Heavenly Father actually turned his face from them. They're cursed. It says, the vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. Okay? Let's get this word churl, then we'll get bountiful.
Strong's H 3596. Kilai. Kilai.
Scoundrel. Knave.
Second entry. Kalai. Kalai.
Let's get this word knave. Simple definition. A knave is an unprincipled, untrustworthy, or dishonest person.
Knave.
an unprincipled, untrustworthy, or dishonest person. So yeah, what does it say down here? Niggardly. Wow, they're the true niggard, man. They're scoundrels, man. Dishonest individuals. Said to be bountiful, right? They're not going to be this, white is right, benevolent creature no more. They're being outed. The Spirit is revealing them.
Strong's H 7771. Shoah.
Independent,
Shoah.
noble,
And second entry, Shuah.
free, rich, generous. Okay, because they ultimately they speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity, and that's what that's what the inward thought of every one of them. Okay, it's deep. It's to do iniquity, to practice hypocrisy. Right, they're hypocrites, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. So they don't want you to know you're Israelites. They don't want you to be satisfied. They don't want to be under you. They want to rule over you. Second Thessalonians 2, let's see. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. So he's being revealed. Okay, the son of perdition is being revealed. Who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, shewing himself that he is the Most High. And he opposes and exalts himself above Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, so that he's worshipped. And right here where it says sitteth in the temple, he's ultimately, etched in the spirit of every Israelite, with that image of the white Jesus, okay, showing himself that he is the Most High. So he then, basically did a switcheroo. And so white is being basically worshipped in the world, and really they're villains. And they masquerade as heroes, and not what they're really they're wicked demons. And trust and believe they're doing exactly what that man accused them of. Believe that. To the point where they're in the spirit of Jake. They're inside of Jake. They're etched in the soul. That's why you tell Jake that the son of the Most High was a so-called Negro, and they won't believe you. They refuse, because they're used to that white is right. But really, look at who they are. Hebrews 12:16, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. He's a sellout. Okay, go read Genesis 25th chapter. He sold his birthright, his inheritance, for what? A morsel of meat. He had to have it now. Okay, he's that fornicator, that profane person. Meaning that he's against the Most High. He's a fornicator. He believes in everything but the Most High. He's a spiritual fornicator and a profane person. Profane meaning outside the temple. He's outside, okay, the parameters, if you will, of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Ultimately, the Heavenly Father turned his back on Esau Edom. Okay, he's a thief and a vagabond upon the earth. He has yet to be brought to justice. Okay, them parading themselves like these benevolent creatures, when really they got all kinds of PDF file rings going on in the world. It's crazy. This is Psalms 94, and we'll start at 7. Yet they say, Yahweh shall not see, neither shall the Most High of Jacob regard it. Understand ye brutish among the people, and ye fools, when will ye be wise? He that planted the ear, shall he not hear? He that formed the eye, shall he not see? It's telling you right there, understand ye brutish among the people, and ye fools, when will ye be wise? Because people are brutish, man. Okay? They're fools. They don't want to be wise. They don't want to see the Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. You know, he knows everything. They cannot hide. People cannot hide from the Lord.
Strong's H 1197. Ba'ad. Ba'ad.
Here's that word brutish. It means to be stupid, brutish, barbarous, to be stupid, dull-hearted, unreceptive. Yeah, to be stupid, dull-hearted. And that's Jake. Okay? They're dull-hearted. They're stupid. It says, he that planted the ear shall he not hear. He that formed the eye shall he not see. So ultimately, how Bashim Moshe has seen. Let's get this in Ezekiel. It's Ezekiel 35:6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I'll prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Right. So they don't hate blood. They actually love to drink blood. And we bring this out from time to time. But who is that? This the Ellen DeGeneres. They say she's going blind from consuming all that blood. I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Yeah, they're gonna get their first. You know, they're gonna get blood until you know, until they had their full. Till they're full. Okay. You know, and they think that nobody sees. That's what's crazy. You know, that they're parading around here, and they think that people don't know. The population knows. Okay, what did Vladimir Putin say? That the politicians in America are satanic PDF files. He said that. It's the average Jake that doesn't know. The average individual doesn't know, or they don't care. You know. So, little something on Kill Gates. Okay, Lord willing, you was edified. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and a sincere salutation to you, Akim, and you, Aqua, to believe in all sincerity. Shalom.